I mumble a lot. Does it clear that up?
Does it buffer that out?
Exactly. What did he say?
He said,
Oh, it comes up.
We made it, Joe.
we're famous.
What up, everybody? Welcome to the Penalty Box Radio, brought to you by Power 108.9. We're coming to you live from the Battery, the home of the 2021 World Series champs, the Atlanta Braves. What's up, gentlemen? Welcome back, Daniel. We got two special guests with us today. Tom Reed, our back-to-back fantasy football champ. Boo! His right-hand man, Joe Schmidt. We call him Hello, Joe.
Hello.
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 So welcome back, man. What's going on, Daniel? We're back. No Jesse today. He's out. He's got some family issues going on, so we'll see him in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Depends on when the second Sunday of the September lands.
Yeah, whatever excuse he comes up with next to miss the next show too. Jesse, go. My bad.
We do that all the time.
Get beeped out.
No,
No, you don't
it's-
have to worry about that on here. This isn't
FCC.
yeah
regulated.
No
Yeah.
worries.
This
Yeah.
is just social media regulated, so it's all hands on deck. Who cares?
Yeah, the greatest time of year is here.
It is here.
Baseball's winding down. Football's starting up. It's,
Yeah.
Golf's ending.
There you go.
NASCAR's going into the
Listen,
playoffs.
dude.
Uh
Reed's in a golf fantasy.
huh. Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not
So,
easy.
hey, people try to get me into that. They were talking about it.
I tried.
Baseball fantasy,
No, golf.
never done it. Have you tried the golf?
I tried to get you in the golf.
Oh
I
yeah,
sent
that's right.
you the
You were
link.
the one that tried to get me into
I,
it.
I did win this year in the golf.
Damn,
Yeah,
That's all he does is
He's
win.
he's a ringer.
yeah.
lucky. I'm lucky.
he's the fantasy god we have here.
First draft pick.
Yeah,
Tom Reed.
our draft is today at 12:30. I'm super excited. It is the greatest time of the year, man. Thank you guys for coming on. Seriously, I thought this was a good idea to start doing this every year. I was going to announce that today to the group during the draft. If you win the draft, you got to come on the show the next show.
Yeah.
So that'll be like, when is that? Like December? Or is that January now?
No, it
January.
would be January.
I think it's January because the longer season. So our playoffs got pushed out a little bit. So that'd be
you
cool
would,
to
you
do.
would come on in January.
Yeah, like after you win it. Instead
Right.
of waiting until like now before the next draft. We're trying to spice it up a little bit, man.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
With the trophy.
With the trophy. Go ahead, Tom.
We've yet to get somebody in for last place.
Listen, I got a big announcement today during the draft, so let's just wait to get there. It's a little bit of a little deal, you know?
Oh,
So
God.
let that play out. He says, oh, God. Don't worry, Daniel. Statistically, you did not finish last year.
I didn't.
You did during the regular season.
It's the worst year of my fantasy career.
Don't worry, because I actually statistically, after the brackets, the loser brackets that we do, I was second to last. I was like, damn.
That
It's
makes me feel
embarrassing.
good about myself.
It's like I reinvent the wheel, man. These past couple of years, I've tried to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
And what's my little edge, you know? And it never works because you got King Waiver Wire.
He's good at what he
He's
does
on the
out
waiver
there.
right now.
Right. You know, it's like,
He's
Jesus,
already
man.
scoping out the
He
waiver
is,
wire,
too.
right?
Yeah. And
He always gets that quarterback, too, man. He always has that quarterback that puts up points. I don't know what it is.
I
Who
just got to
you-
keep it simple.
Yeah. Hurts the 1 year. Who did you have last year?
Hurts.
No, he had him the year before, too.
Well, he had Hurts last year.
And the year before?
He had him last year. I promise you. He had him last year.
I don't know.
You did. I can tell you 100%.
Yeah.
Was it? I thought the 1 year you had Lamar Jackson too that tore it up for you. He goes after those mobile quarterbacks. He knows what he's doing with the points with the QB.
Yeah. I've had a few of them. I just can't remember who the hell they are.
Tom, dude, I love it.
Yeah.
Because he's
awesome.
always there, right? He's
It's good to have
always
that
there.
short memory too.
Yeah.
You know, where you don't just take somebody because you had them.
The best part about it is when we first started this league, and I went back in the history of the league, and it keeps track of all of it. And the first time we went on ESPN was 2016. And it's kind of funny when we first started. I could have swore it was 2015,
It was.
but I had just left the extension. But my problem is ESPN ain't taking us back to 2015. It says 2016. But anyways, when we first started this, the only thing Tom ever wanted to do was beat Tyler. That's it. That was his end goal in fantasy football. He's accomplished that.
Yeah.
Right? Back-to-back champ.
He
Actually,
puts so much
three-time
work
champ.
into it.
Huh?
He puts so much work
does.
into it.
I can't stand playing him.
Why?
Tyler. Because you have the best week of your season. Score 172 points.
And
And,
he beat
Tyler's
you by
got
100.
184.
Dude, he's good, though.
You're like, how?
Yeah.
How,
He
dude?
does his homework.
Yeah, it's
He
just.
does.
He knows the schedules.
I used to stop by his office all the time when it was the older extension or whatever. What are you doing, Tyler? Oh, I'm just looking at the internet, looking at
It's got
fantasy
two
football
screens.
stuff. Dude, it's the middle of like March. He's still on it right away.
Yeah, he's out there getting points from Henry Ruggs, who's in prison, somehow.
Hey, doing a 3 to 10 right now, right?
Right. How did you get points from him, Tyler? It's
Yeah.
like, don't worry about it. It's just what we do down here in the Falcons land.
Me and you did have rough years. How did you do last year? I didn't look.
If I didn't come in last, I was
You
running
did
above
okay?
last. I swore I was last.
No, you weren't.
I was glad Daniel was in the league, so I knew I wouldn't be last. I was like,
It was embarrassing, man.
it was, It's always great when you always have that high expectation Saturday night. Like, I'm going to win tomorrow. And then you look at 4 o'clock and you got 30 points.
Yeah, that was
You're
like
like,
me
well-
and you last year, dude.
Like,
I couldn't have scored to save my
I
life.
had Josh Allen this last year. I knew you were wrong.
Did
Wait.
you look?
Oh, that's right, because I wanted to grab him, so did you, and I think Tom did grab Josh Allen
Yeah, I had Hurts the year before.
the year before.
Rookie year.
Then Tyler had Hurts. Doesn't matter. That season's over. This is a new season.
Yeah, well, last season you guys lost a lot of good players too. I mean, that had a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
A lot of good people
Well,
went
I
down
did.
early.
My bright thinking drafted fucking Dak Prescott.
Your mistake last year, and you told me you were going to
Was
do
drafting.
this. You were going to draft Lamar Jackson. I know it wouldn't have worked out because he had his issues last year too, but you went different. I don't know what happened to you, man. You didn't stick to your gut.
Well, I can tell you what happened right now. Is Jesse panicked and picked a quarterback.
And then
with
they
the
all
second
fell.
pick.
Yeah. And they all fell.
And then there it went. And I'm sitting there in the 10 slot.
I was in the fucking 11th.
And I'm like, I don't even have a stud receiver right now. I still got to go receiver.
'cause
Everybody
we-
else
and all
is
the quarterbacks are gone.
Yeah, 'cause
Right.
we have a 12-man league, so it gets rough when you start wrapping around that snake.
Yeah,
It gets
because
rough coming
that's that
back
panic
around.
I was talking about.
Yeah.
You get that panic of I'm not going to get anybody.
Yeah.
I got to get somebody.
Now.
And now I'm starting Anthony Richardson from the fucking Indianapolis Colts.
A Florida
do
Gator.
well.
No, here he goes. He just gave Tom his quarterback for the
Yeah,
year.
no, I thought he'd do well.
Hey, Tom, 3-time champ. Who did you have last year? I had Richardson from the Colts.
Yeah.
Right.
How did a rookie get you over the edge?
Yeah.
It was phenomenal. I can see that happening every time with your multiple quarterbacks.
Could be Stroud.
Could be Stroud.
Yeah.
Oh God, don't do that.
In
Why?
Houston,
Ohio State.
He is. That's my guy. That's my guy. I mean, it's historically we don't.
rough organization right
Yeah,
now.
we don't do anything professionally as far as quarterbacks go. Our last good quarterback guy ended up getting killed, Dwayne Haskins.
Right.
Yeah.
You didn't have that dude, Clarinet or somebody?
Maurice Claret.
Maurice
That was way
All
back.
right. All right.
He wore bulletproof vests to games.
He needed to.
He's doing good now, man. There was a documentary on him where he
got
gets
paroled?
paid. Well, yeah, he gets paid to travel the U.S. and do motivational speaking
Yeah, that's
to
a good
sports
candidate.
and colleges
It is,
and
too.
stuff like that. Dude, he was wild, man. He was wild
Yeah.
That's one of the greatest national championship games of all time. Man.
against Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cried.
He shouldn't have won that.
Yeah, they
yeah.
shouldn't have.
No.
But you
Well,
know,
we did, you
That
know.
was
so
Miami's
so-
back to back right there.
Chalk that in the win column.
right. They do good.
They had that squad too.
Right.
Hall of Famers all over that team. Y'all beat them.
I'm so damn excited today is draft
Uh-huh.
day, man.
Who you gonna draft, man?
Who's your first
No,
pick?
he doesn't know.
No, I do know. It depends on my
CJ
slot.
Stroud.
Question of the day for the
Right.
show for our fans to interact, and we could probably see it on the screen. Who's your first pick? Because remember we were going to bring it this week.
Yeah.
We said that too. Who's going to be your first draft pick? If you with your
You
number
got
one
to
pick?
come out. Who's your first receiver? Who's your first quarterback? Who's your first
running back, and who's your first tight end?
There you go.
We already know who the first tight end is.
Yeah.
Who?
You're an idiot if you don't select them.
Kelsey, of course.
Darren Waller.
Darren,
yeah,
hey,
he
he's
may
gonna-
have a year this year with the
I
Giants.
can't believe you just put my pick out there like that.
See, we're gonna get into Tom.
That's
We're gonna
tight
try to
end
take.
3.
We're gonna try to
can't
take
believe
Tom
you did
out
that.
this year. We're gonna pick his
It's not gonna be a
brain.
first
You
pick.
can't be trusted, Joe. You just cannot be trusted.
Hey, that's why we brought Tom on so we could pick his brain and destroy his draft.
He said, "Why did you put my pick out there?" He didn't say it was your pick. He just said Darren Waller.
I
Yeah,
said,
my pick.
Yeah.
See, because I could let that tight end go down. It's going to be tough picking tight ends this year. There aren't a lot of them. So, I mean, you know, Waller would have been down there like 6th, 7th.
Right.
In the
Now he's
mock
gonna be-
drafts, he was going way down there, you know. So now somebody's going to panic.
Jesse.
Somebody's going to start taking these tight ends.
Early too.
I just go old trusty Tyler Higbee, dude.
Yeah, just give me my point. Matthews from Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews. Yes.
Who's
he's-
Matthews?
He's going number 2.
Who?
Yeah,
Who else was up
Andrews,
on
he's
there?
hurt
As,
right
like
now.
number 3. Who's
Kittle.
number 3?
Hawkinson.
So he was Kittle's like 4.
Already?
Kittle, yeah, but I wouldn't. He's risky.
He gets hurt a lot.
Injured, yeah.
Dalton Schultz. Old Schultze.
Yeah, but he's
Who is he playing for
I
now?
think he plays for Houston now.
Does he?
I'm
I
pretty
hear
sure.
Oh, Kittle's number 5. Waller's actually up there at
3.
number 4.
Ain't he? Oh, is
Number
he
4. Then you got Pitts.
Kyle Pitts. He's going to have a good year, I
And
think.
nobody would have seen, you know, Waller at 4, though. They would have saw him down there like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
I've run so many damn mock drafts at this point in time. I know where he sits. You know.
Tom, do you do mock drafts?
I did 2.
What about you?
No, we just
I don't
didn't-
do them.
No.
We were on
I
our
just
way
don't.
here, and we did one on the way.
Did you
I
really?
Said,
Yeah.
I said to Joe, I said, take Najee Harris.
And
And
I
he took Ramon Stevenson. I'm like,
Ramondre.
Ramondre. I'm like, what was that?
It's gonna be my
He
first
told
pick.
you to take Najee Harris, and you took Stevenson for him.
I did.
Yeah, he's-
Why did you do so many mock drafts this year? Are you panicking? Because
No,
of your
just to
debacle
see
last year?
just to see what position you're at in the draft.
So where you
who's
could go with it?
available? What's the best option to go as
Yeah.
far as are you going wide receiver, running back, and then when it comes back around, go ahead and get another wide receiver and your quarterback, or
I made a mistake last year when I was at 11th with the snake, and I said my first mistake last year in the draft. And I've done this for years since we were doing fantasy a long time ago. Is even with the snake draft, if I was on the back end of the front end, I always went running back receiver, and then when it flipped back around, I made the mistake last year and I went receiver. By the time it got back to me, there was no running
No
backs
running
left.
backs.
right.
So I struggled all year with running backs until I made a trade with Jacob at the end of the year, which didn't help. But it was like, dude, struggled all year with running backs. Because then
Yeah.
you get the ones that are shaky, they get injured.
One shaky pick, man, can just screw your entire draft.
And with the 12-man league,
Tough.
one guy
Yeah.
gets hurt, you're done.
Tough.
You are done.
You're done.
Tough. Well, not for Tom.
No,
Tom figures it out
tough.
somehow.
it is. No, it's tough.
You got to put work in,
Yeah.
but it is tough.
You make that pick where, you know, it's a 7th round pick and you pick it 4th, and it's like, that messes up the whole
It
draft.
does.
Yeah.
It really does.
Or you get one in the 7th that just
You can't let
breaks
it
out
go.
that year and takes you there. You get lucky
See,
sometimes.
that's what I was doing last year too. I was looking for futures towards the end of the season. I took Jamison Williams going into the season, had a torn ACL.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to be out, but I was like, when he comes in, and which he did eventually the last 2 games of the year when it
Which
didn't
didn't help.
matter.
Yeah.
Garbage time.
Mhm.
But
I always wind up drafting
DeWall?
one team off from the same team.
Jameson.
Like my quarterback, my running back, my wide receiver.
gotta stop
are
doing
all on
that.
the same team. I'm
gotta
like,
stop doing
what am I
that.
gonna do now when
Yeah.
it's the bye?
Or like my week 9 last year was a debacle. All the buys I had on week 9.
And listen, this year I'm not telling people when they draft,
Don't.
such and such is injured right
You're
now.
not gonna be helpful.
Listen, you're
No,
trying to grind
somebody
this
else
year.
might be.
You're trying to
or
grind.
suspended.
Somebody else might be
Right.
helpful.
He's got trauma from last year, man.
I do.
No,
It's
you-
okay,
you do
man. It
look
was
like-
Because
off year.
I always do it to Croak. I'm like, he's a free agent, right? He's not even on the
Right.
team.
Yeah.
Right.
You're like,
Right.
why did you?
Yeah. Or he'll pick someone that's
Yeah.
suspended first 8
Yeah, and
games.
then you
Right.
Like there's some of them out there
There's
right
no
now.
one-
the person you wanted.
Kamara.
There's
Come
somebody
on,
out
yeah.
right
See,
now.
I
for the
shouldn't
rest
even
of the
said
season.
that.
No, he is out for like what,
He
4
is.
weeks
Yeah.
for fighting out in Vegas.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's several big name players.
And then the
that-
gambling issue.
Yeah.
gambling and injuries and practice games and yeah.
You only hope they come back. Plus, running backs suck these days.
Well,
They're really not doing much for us. It's all about
No.
wide receivers,
Yeah.
remember?
Well, in our
We
league,
were talking about that, man. So it's gonna be rough this year.
3 down backs. Not as many.
no,
They're switching
because they
them in
get
and
two
out.
downs and then the third down back comes in
yeah.
and
Vultures it.
Sucks up the touchdown that was yours when you get that 80-yard run.
Right.
You don't get the TD with it.
why are you bringing
Gurley
in
was good for
AJ
that. He
Dillon?
fall
you know?
right before the. I'm like, you run, man.
And then you got somebody
fucking
with
fall.
Jesse, with that dude that just happened to start and flex, get your touchdown for you. Like, who
Yeah.
else would have started this guy, right?
I can't stand that. You know? That dude just had 78 yards rushing on that drive at the 1 yard line. You give it to fucking David Montgomery.
Yup.
Right.
You know,
Ruined your whole life.
10 rushes for the year and 9 touchdowns.
right? God, it's frustrating.
It is. Fantasy is frustrating. Especially when you're watching the games and you need one more catch out of
Yeah.
your receiver
And he's
to
on the
win.
bench.
You need one catch.
Yeah.
And it's like 2 minutes left in the game. We're like, please just throw the ball one more time.
When the score is like 41-10 and
You
they're
just,
going to
yeah,
run the
you
ball.
just don't get it. I hate that. One catch. All I need. It's my life story. That sucks. Yeah.
That one more catch.
Or catch yourself cheering on a kickoff return and then realize they have the defense. And you're like, killed me.
Or you go into a championship weekend and you got Ding getting 5 touchdowns on a Thursday night game. Remember that year?
That was
Croak?
that was
Kamara,
Kamara.
yeah.
Kamara.
And then Evans came back, put up all kinds of points for me. I just couldn't catch back up to him,
Yeah,
man.
5 touchdowns he had. That
Never
game.
seen before. Like, that's just shit. You're like, why? What just happened
Right.
to my life? Yeah. I love it, man.
It's over that quick.
That's fine.
Let's get into this. You guys ready?
We're already into
I
it.
got to give some shout outs here, and then we'll get into the nuts and bolts of it. Are you or somebody you know in trouble with the law, or do you need your criminal record sealed? Do you want to get off of probation early? Do you have a personal injury case or a speeding ticket? Or even do you need a will? If so, reach out to Tracy Tripp Hoffman at TT Attorney. You can reach her at 770-240-1014 or at tracy@tt-attorney.com. I would also like to send out a prayer from the show and to everybody on the show to Doug T and his family, man. He, this past couple of days got actually a hit and run, got hit by a car, and he's pretty banged up. He's in Grady right now. He just got out of surgery. I seen he just post like 34 minutes ago. He's doing better. He lived. They got a GoFundMe out there to help Doug in his recovery. Find it, donate. Our prayers are out to you, brother, man. We love you, and we hope you get better. And our prayers go out to Rachel Rolland and Jesse's family. Rachel's dad's having some issues right now, and our prayers are with you, man. Hang in there, Rachel. I know what it's like to lose a parent. It sucks. I know it's not there yet, but things are bad. Hopefully things will turn for the better, man. So we're praying for you on that. Y'all got anything? Shout out to people. Your chance.
Just
Joe.
glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
Thanks for having us.
All right.
Ditto to your shout outs and me and my number 1 draft pick, Mr. Michael McFadden. There it is. The cheers.
There it goes.
There we
Darren
go.
McFadden
Cheers.
you're picking?
Low cheers.
Right.
There they are. They're loud now. Let's go. Let's go.
Tom Reed.
Tom Reed.
Got himself in there.
You got yourself
Love
in
it.
there? You
Love
got to
it.
do that.
Tom Reed.
Yeah. Tom Reed.
Tom Reed's time for draft. He stands up and says, Tom Reed, bitches.
Cleaning it up.
Yeah.
Cleaning it up. All right, let's start off in the NFL. The NFL season is here. The preseason will be over tonight. With tonight's game, I think it's the Saints and somebody else. Who cares? I usually don't watch preseason.
Houston.
Houston. Thank you.
CJ Stroud.
Keeps on
He
saying
loves. He
that.
wants him. You should just
Why
draft
do you
him.
keep saying
Yeah,
that,
just
Joe?
draft him.
And look at you when I say it.
Right. What?
Because he thinks he's gonna go out there and just throw it down this year, huh?
Yeah.
Just draft him.
You know.
Get it over
Oh,
with,
me
Joe.
not.
First pick.
Boo Buckeyes.
Dude, man, mess the whole thing up. The NFL regular season starts September 7th when the Kansas City Chiefs take on the Detroit Lions. Our annual fantasy football draft is today at 12:30. Tom Reed again is our current back-to-back champs. What are your guys' thought on the NFL up to this point before we get into the season? Our draft. Who cares? Who are we going to pick first? This is the moment. Joe, if you have the number one pick, who are you going to take?
I'm going to probably take Derrick Henry.
What about you, Yate?
Jefferson, of course.
What about you, Tom?
I'd take Jefferson as well.
I'm going to have to go with Chase. I've had him before. I'm that type of guy that likes my players. I draft my type. I'm going with Chase.
That just means Jefferson's still available for me at number 2.
I mean, they're either 1 or 2 right now, so
Right.
I'm going to take my chances on Chase again.
I had him last year.
Yeah, I had him the year before. I think I had him his rookie year when he blew out.
That's your first receiver.
Okay. What's your first running back you going to take, Joe?
I just told you Derrick
Oh,
Henry.
sorry, your receiver. My bad.
I just
Your
told
receiver. Your receiver.
I would go Tyreek Hill.
You know
'Cause
what?
I'm a
That's a
Dolphins
sleeper.
fan.
That's a sleeper, yeah, for number
He's got
one.
he's got a tough strength of schedule.
He doesn't, and
But
he's got Waddle on
He's
the
a
team,
Miami
too.
Dolphin.
He's so fast, though.
That
What
has
about
something to
you?
do with
Who's your number one running back?
My number 1 running back is Eckler.
All right. What about you, Tom?
I think I'd go with a chance and take the rookie, Bijan.
You're gonna take Bijan?
Bijan, man, he's
Think so. I think so.
gonna do well.
You know what? I'm gonna mix it up here. I'm gonna go with Chubb. He gonna get a lot of carries this year, and he always does. And he doesn't have Hunt backing him up because Hunt's gone.
Where is him?
Where did he go? It's Saints.
Oh,
He's in the Saints backfield now.
With Jamal Williams.
I'm gonna get me some Hunt down the road though. Don't forget that. Y'all leave Hunt alone. You know he's mine.
That's the Williams.
That's the one. Yeah. Detroit's Williams. Yeah.
All right. You don't like the Chubbs thing, man?
No, that's good.
No, that's good because that means Eckler's still available for me at number 2.
what if you're 3?
I'm not taking him for the number one pick in the draft, man.
Well, running back wise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
running
he'll
back
be
wise.
there. He'll be there for number 1 when he gets there.
Yeah.
Or 2.
Who's your number one tight end?
I mean, Kelsey would have to be.
There you go. What about you? Switch it up, man, or are you taking Cows? Everybody's going to take
I'm
Cows.
taking Waller.
You're going to take Waller? Damn. What about you, Tom?
Yeah, that's who I was taking was Waller. But Hawkinson, I had him last year.
He's a stud too.
Joku, I mean, it depends on how far down I go before I get a tight end.
That's it, man. That's it.
I'm going
right
to take
there.
Ingram. Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Had him before when he was with the
That's-
Giants.
Yeah.
He broke back out last year. I
Quarterback.
struggle with tight ends too, man.
Quarterback.
Yeah.
Number one quarterback, Joe. This is
it'd
all
be
going to
easy
change
to
at
say.
12:30. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm lying my ass off over here.
Are you?
You're really not.
No, I'm not. I'm telling the truth.
Dan Marino. How about? I mean, Mahomes is the pick, but
So you're going Mahomes with your first quarterback? It's not a
He's
bad
probably-
pick, man. He's consistent.
right. But he's also due to get hurt.
That's it. So is Kelsey.
Exactly. Kelsey is due to get hurt. So
So you
don't-
think that
you don't
injury's
want
coming
that
to
happen.
Mahomes?
Yeah. Yeah, he's been lucky so
You guys
far.
holding your sack on the Chiefs now.
Yeah, I'm a
I've
sack
watched this
holder on
dude
the
pop his
Chiefs.
kneecap back and continue
Yeah,
to play, Mahomes.
twisted it.
Yeah.
Sure.
On the field.
Sure.
Pop. Who you going to take?
I'm going to take
Taking
Josh
Fields.
Allen, actually.
Allen?
Are you?
Okay.
I'm taking
like that.
Fields.
You're taking Fields. You're going with Justin Fields.
Yeah,
Justin,
man, 'cause
I
he's
have
getting
no
you-
offensive
Chicago Bears, Justin Fields.
They
That's going to get broke by week 4.
They've
Jesse
added
will
some
love that.
receivers up there, man.
Oh, my boy Moore's with him.
He is.
Sure
Who
is.
you going to take, Tom?
Fields.
You taking Fields too?
Absolutely.
What's that?
You know what? I'm going to go off a limb here this year because he's back.
Phil
Lamar
Simms.
Jackson got paid. It's
Yeah.
time to
He's
play.
got weapons up there too.
Yeah, it's time for him to play again.
He's got Joe's boy up there.
He's got
Odell
O-
Beckham.
Yeah.
Yep, he's got Odell up there. I think just because all the money's taken care of now, he's back. He could put it all in because, at the end of the years when he was smelling injury, he stayed out longer because he wanted to get paid.
Yeah.
He didn't want to
He
push
wasn't
it.
even hurt.
I think he comes back this year. Get you all those points. All right. Who's our number one kicker? Now,
Jimmy. Jimmy the kicker.
I mean, that's about all the positions unless I'm missing something here.
No, you ain't.
We don't care about no defense and kickers. We trade them out each week. What are we going to do, man?
Yeah.
What is your sleepers in this draft?
I mean, I'm not talking.
Yeah, that's tough to do.
So you don't want to do that right now. You think
No.
these guys are actually watching our show? Most of these dudes are on their hands and knees praying right
You
now.
dudes are in here watching the
Right.
show.
That's the
I
one.
like my players. I ain't stealing yours, man.
You're a
You know
liar.
what I'm saying?
So one sleeper.
You lie.
I've been
I'll
lying the
give you
whole
one.
time, man.
I'm not telling. I'll tell you one sleep.
I'm taking
All right,
Kyle
here we go.
Murray in my first pick, really.
Who?
Here we go.
Kyler Murray. When's he playing in December?
Yeah. He's cooked.
2024, maybe.
Maybe. I would say Odell Beckham.
All right, so see, on this series, you
Really? Truthfully.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have a better year than people think, for sure. With Lamar, even bad knee and all.
They got.
I don't think his knee. He may have recovered from that though.
Matt Ryan #2 forever.
Hey, Mike, that's great. So you
I
ain't
had
gonna
Matt
you're gonna
Ryan.
name one sleeper, or you want to sit on him because you're about to hold?
I'll name you one sleeper.
Even
And
if it ain't your number one,
it's
just give
not,
us
it ain't
one.
even close.
Aaron Rodgers.
J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah,
I
that's a
had him.
good one. I like that. I like that.
I'll give you that one. That's it.
What about you, Tom? Give me one sleeper in this year's fantasy football draft.
I have a hard time giving him up.
Let's do the second
Don't
one.
give
then.
him up.
Don't give
Okay.
him up.
That was like my.
Just pick
fifth.
an off-brand one.
Right.
Jamal Williams.
Rondé Stevenson.
Nah. I mean, not really a sleeper, but I know. I think DJ Moore is going to break out.
What, in Chicago?
Yes.
I think my sleeper, and I've had him before, and I always go back to it because he's been in the league for a couple more years, and I couldn't stand where he played college football, but Deontay Smith. I think he breaks out this year finally. He's decent, but I think he gets his breakout. Because you got
Yeah,
Brown up there,
You've had him
Hurts
every,
coming in again.
Every year you've had him.
I know.
You didn't
I
like
just
where
think he
he went
breaks
to
out.
college?
Hell no. Absolutely not. I thought he was going to get broken in NFL, but I mean, he's not doing what.
Devontae.
Yeah,
Devontae, sorry.
I was like, where did he go to school?
I was trying to think who in the hell is Deontay Smith. I was
He
like,
went
who
to
in the hell-
Alabama.
I forgot the DE.
Yeah.
A&M.
You're talking about Deontay
But it's tough.
for Pittsburgh.
It's Dennis. We knew who it was.
Right. I had to
Deontay
think on that
Johnson?
one. Yeah.
Where did he? Yeah.
Yeah. I had to
Did
think.
he go to college?
No, I had to think of who the hell you was trying to talk about. I'll tell you who else is coming back. I'll give you one more, and this is it.
All right.
Calvin Ridley.
Oh,
Yeah,
man, that
you're
isn't
right.
even
Oh,
a sleeper.
Jacksonville.
That's going to be great.
He's
I
coming
didn't
back.
want to say that
Jacksonville.
one, but I mean, that's on my mock draft.
Jacksonville is going to
Yeah,
be
I
good.
definitely took him.
Top 5
Yep,
offense
yep.
this year.
Yeah?
Easily.
With ETN.
I'm betting him to
Yeah.
win.
Wait. Isn't he coming back this year, too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Win the conference.
Well, he was out last year,
Christian
wasn't
Kirk still down
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
If you look at
offense.
my
Their
mock
defense is
draft,
gonna be good.
Jacksonville's all over it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ridley, Trevor.
They're going to be. You had ETN last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about quarterback though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gonna get you the
'Cause
points.
he'll be-
and
he'll be
he's
down.
gonna run.
He'll be down there.
That's year 3 for
But
Trevor.
another breakout, since you give another one, Sky Moore.
Sky Moore, yeah. They got so many weapons
Yeah.
over there in Kansas City, man. They have so many.
I got a question. Since I can't get nobody's fucking name right today. Sorry,
What?
Mom Yater. But my brain is washed right
My
now.
mom watches it.
Yeah.
And she doesn't like when I use the F
Well,
word,
you
so
shouldn't
I gotta
use it
ask
then.
for forgiveness because
On
it
Sunday.
frustrates
Special
me.
dispensation.
Listen, where does Taylor go? That's the question
God, I
of the
wish
day.
you wouldn't have said that.
Probably.
Why?
Probably in the second round. Somebody will take him.
No, I'm saying where
What
does he
team?
go as a team?
Oh.
He's not even selected yet. Because he has until Tuesday to get an offer on the table for everybody to look at. If not, it's either he's out. I don't think he's going to play this year if he doesn't get a trade. Because he was granted permission to go seek a trade by Tuesday. He has to have an offer.
He
back
needs to
to the Colts.
report is what he needs to do. This is not,
So nobody's coming for him.
I mean, I'm not answering your question right there. I understand that, but this is not the market.
No, not for running backs. You
to
can't do
stay.
that.
Look at Saquon.
Well, look at Jacobs. He just did it.
Yeah, he got
He
what,
came
12
back.
million?
Yeah, he came back for 1 year,
One-
12 million. You can't do it no more. You can't sit out.
No, because look at
Cook.
how long it took.
Look at Cook.
It took forever.
Well,
Right.
Bell was the last one to do this, and it affected his whole career.
Oh, yeah.
It'll never happen again. He sat out that year and then got that money from the Jets, and he stunk ever since.
Yep. He sure
You
did.
just can't do it anymore as a running back.
Where does he go? He stays in division and goes to the Texans.
I think he goes to the Bills.
I think because the Bills wanted Dalvin Cook and so did the Dolphins. So
Yeah.
either they're going to
But
get
the
him.
Dolphins,
But the Dolphins
they
have
didn't
really
say
need
no.
him. They don't
They
need
got what? They got 19 running backs down there.
But they got the real estate.
including their quarterback.
Right.
Huh?
They got a lot of real estate to work with because of the trade that they
Yep.
did with the Niners for Lance, which ain't even there anymore.
That's funny.
They moved all the way up to get
You're
him.
not
He's
gonna get
gone.
Trey Lance?
My sleepers.
Huh?
Lance?
Who, Lance?
Huh?
Trey
Who's your
Lance.
sleeper? What'd you
See-
just say, man? Tell him, Joe. What did you just say, man?
Me hablas
Lance.
en inglés. Me hablas en inglés.
No
señor.
English, huh?
Yeah. Seaway.
So, anyways,
Reed,
where do
that
you
was not a
think?
sleeper for Reed because me and Reed have been on this guy for
Trey
Where
Lance.
do you think he goes, man?
who? Trey Lance?
No,
He went
we're-
to Dallas.
Yeah, we know Lance went to Dallas. Who cares? That dude stinks.
What's Brock Purdy going to do up
He's
there?
gonna win a lot of games.
You think so?
Yes, he did last year. He just fits that system. He throws the ball well. He gets it to the receivers. He just sits back in the pocket and
Do you
slides
take?
it.
And this is a crazy question to ask. Do you take Ayuk over Debo? I think Ayuk is going to have a great year.
So that's your breakout player again.
No,
You're selling it.
It's
yeah.
just one of them.
You're selling it.
Dude, I've got dozens here, man.
Debo
sale.
I had last year too. That was my back-to-back. I had Chase and Debo. Debo sucked last year.
Devin DuVernay.
Got his
There's
money and
another
stopped
one.
touching the ball.
DuVernay.
DuVernay.
Is that how they say it in Tennessee?
80. How do you say it?
Duvernay.
DuVernay? DuVernay? Mike, how do you say it? DuVernay? Yeah, see? It's my backup right there.
He's like,
Always.
yeah, sure. Don't ask me how you say it. I'll make it up as I go.
80-yard TD, 80-yard TD, 80-yard TD. That's what he does.
Is there anything you have to add to this list, man, to help people out there that are struggling in their other leagues, not ours? They're looking for you right now, man. They depend on you to help them. This is your time before the season starts.
Get out of
Because when we're
yourself.
back, I think it's the first weekend
out
of the
of yourself.
NFL football.
Right. Draft Ryan Tannehill.
My God, we are in bad
Is
shape.
anybody take Hopkins over there in Tennessee?
People are taking him, but he's way down because you have nobody to throw him the ball.
You don't think Ryan get the ball?
Tannehill? Dude, I want Tannehill to retire today.
He did get a couple years ago, but his offensive coordinator went to the Falcons as the head coach.
That's why Derrick Henry is not going to have a good year. Is because his workload is so incredible.
He's going to get hurt again or take some bruises where he's got to sit out.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's my first pick.
We're going to feed him the ball. You just got to get as many points.
Every
out
one
as
of
you
you
can.
are liars.
I mean, how do you
No.
average?
And who's the dude they got?
Who? Quarterback?
Yeah.
We got Will Levis, but he's battling with Malik Willis.
Yeah, Malik Willis ain't the dude.
We're a joke at the QB right now.
Get
Well, they got
Marcus
Hopkins up there
Mariota.
pretty high.
Get him back.
Get Marcus Mariota back.
Atlanta ain't turning loose of that.
He quit.
Listen, are you going to give anybody else any
like,
advice,
no.
man?
Yeah.
They depend on you, man. Our listeners out there.
No, don't take my advice. Look where it got me last year.
There was 1 year that you were down in the dumps.
You're
It's
usually
okay.
good.
You panicked last year, and you fucked some things up. You can rebound today at 12:30, 12:30, 1 o'clock. Depends on when we get started, you know.
I have nothing to say anymore. My lips are now
Well,
sealed.
on that note,
taking the fifth.
we're going to go to break, okay? Since you let all our fans down. We'll ask Tom that question when we get back, maybe, since he's the best. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
When we get back from break, we'll get into some college football. We'll get into some baseball, maybe a little bit more fantasy. We'll be back in a minute. You're listening to the Penalty Box Radio, brought to you by Power 108.9, the station for the people.
The fucking Yankees.
What up, everybody? We're back with a little break. Our back-to-back champ stepped out for a minute. He had to use the restroom. He'll be back here in a little bit. But on that
Taking
side
you down,
note,
Reed.
look, you can talk shit on him now while he's gone. You're going down, Reed. You're going down, right, Joe? He's
He's going down.
He's going down this
Going
year.
down, Reed.
We all need to battle and fight to take him off his
Right.
throne.
No one trade anyone to him.
You're cooked.
Didn't he do a
Reed.
major trade last year, too?
He'll trade tonight after the draft is
He
over.
will. He'll try to put a trade out there immediately. He does that.
There ain't no telling.
I did a trade last year.
He's such a shady character when it comes to fantasy.
Nah, he's good at what he
I
does.
think he goes
man.
to the training camps and finds out who's doing what.
That's what he does.
I believe
You
he
think
does.
he flies around the country?
Yeah, he
Joe?
says he's
does.
working, but he's not. He's
Yeah, I
driving
was up
that-
on Altoona today, and no, you
No,
weren't.
you weren't. You were in Kansas
Listen,
City.
or
Right.
Tom's got that account because he does all the boats and stuff like that. He probably knows like the insider guy.
Yeah, they
he's
all
done
got
his
their boats
boat
on Lake
before.
Lanier, so he's like, you know,
I know a guy that tells me all the inside information of fantasy.
I'm sick of him.
One of those dudes that set the lines in Vegas knows about fantasy.
Right.
Yeah. Tom did his boat. He just hasn't told us yet.
Sickening.
Yeah. That's all right. We'll dethrone him. We'll be all right.
As long as someone does.
He probably got lost.
No, that's fine.
You think so?
Get
Don't be
lost.
Don't be mad at him, man.
Maybe he
be
left.
proud of him. He's showing us the way, right?
no way.
What is this, the Wizard of
I
Oz?
love it, dude. I love it. I love it. Good old Tom Reed.
If he's showing us the way, we don't follow about wherever.
Here he comes. We're over here, Tom. Look, I told you he's gonna get.
Oh wow.
Did you find it?
Oh my God. Listen, thank God you're back, man, because Joe and Dennis have been talking shit about you the entire time you've been gone.
I would never do that, Tom.
No.
Both of them.
We're making today all about you right now because you deserve it.
The lot of them.
Yeah, Yater just is not happy with
The whole
this.
group. Right.
Started
got
with
it.
better directions to the bathroom, you know? I mean, that would have helped.
They've been
Enough
bad
was all about
mouthing you.
me.
As soon as you got out of
Hell, I
earshot.
don't even see me on the screen. What are you
It's
talking
okay.
about?
He probably
It's okay.
cut you off a little bit because he knew you were going to the
Yeah,
bathroom. He's
right.
about to pop you back in there, man.
Nah, don't do it. Don't do it.
Nah.
So resentful
shoot.
at the champ.
There he is. He's
I'm
back.
out of breath. I'm out of breath anyway. It's amazing how easily I get winded.
He didn't have to piss. He went and did another mock draft.
Yeah, he just went out to do one more so we
Liar.
could talk about it today, right?
Yeah.
So, college football, man, it's back. We had week 0, they call it yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, when did they start that, first of all?
A couple years ago.
Yeah, when did they start this week 0 college football? Like, they're literally calling it that the weekend before week 1.
Well, that's what it is.
Last year, I didn't think there was that good of games on, but this year, obviously, Notre Dame played in
Ireland.
Huh?
They played in Ireland.
Last year they did?
No, yesterday they played in Ireland.
I think they did that last year, too, at Navy, didn't they?
I don't know where they played last year, but I know they played in Ireland yesterday.
Yeah, but like last year, I don't think the slate of games were the same during this weekend before, the opening up of next weekend.
Right.
But anyway, it's back. Notre Dame won. They're ranked number 13. They beat Navy 42-3. Hartman threw for 251 yards and 4 touchdowns in his first game with the Fighting Irish. Guess he's a transfer from Wake Forest. Am I wrong on that?
No, he's from Clemson, isn't he?
No, I thought he was from Wake Forest.
Is he?
We could look it up, but I think he transferred from there. I watched some of the game, in and out from upstairs and downstairs with schoolwork, but that's what they said. I could be wrong. We'll have to look it up.
Most of it.
If Jesse was here, maybe he could tell us about his team.
They did. Listen,
You know what I'm saying? But he's not. This isn't my fault.
here's where here enter me. Here's
Okay.
good job. You got to win. 42-3. Okay, you did what you were supposed to do. The line was 29.
Right. You beat Navy.
Right. You know what I mean? Like they run the ball. That's all they do.
They still run the triple
Yes.
option.
Yes.
Thank God Georgia Tech got rid of that
Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
for my wife's sake.
It's hard to watch.
Yes.
They did look good though. Their defense looked,
Navies?
No.
I was going to say they.
Notre
Wow.
Dame.
Oh,
Their
Notre
defense
Dame.
actually looked,
Okay.
they had some big drops by receivers. The score should have easily been, 63-3,
They
but
took it easy on Navy.
no, they just had missed opportunities.
Ah.
And if Jesse were here, he would agree with me because we were talking about it during the game.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, that led to missed field goals and, didn't get any points out of those drives that should have easily ended with 7.
Do you guys watch college like that, or are you more pro style football?
Mostly pro.
Yeah.
Dog. What about you?
I watch a lot, but I watch more the SEC because, I'm a Gator fan. So, and that's the toughest division there is. So.
For now, until they redo the conferences and the real stuff starts next year. But we'll get to that. Number 6, USC. I can't stand college football. Because of the system. Number 6, USC beats San Jose State 56-28. Heisman winner Caleb Williams throws for 4 touchdown passes in his first game. What do you think about that? They look good last night.
They're on upset alert already in my mind.
What?
You let San Jose put up 28 points. You
Okay.
win 56-28. Where's your defense,
Right.
man?
They never have it. It's
I understand
Lincoln
that,
Riley's
but
team.
that right there is why you get upset 3 times a year.
That is true.
That's
Or
why
that one
Oregon
time-
State would come in and beat you.
Or that one time that they need one play to go their way to make the playoffs, like last year.
Right.
They get upset.
Where's
There's
your
not a
defense? You got to be able to stop people, man. You can't allow
it's like
San Jose
Big
State
12
to put up.
defenses. They
You know?
suck. Yeah.
They don't play defense.
No, they just play offense.
Right.
Yeah, so their
Caleb
defense
Williams, they
sucks.
got pressure on him too, which is San Jose State getting pressure on
But
him.
who do they play? They're overrated then? If they win it out, they're in.
Yeah, sure.
Because we're still here this year with the 14 playoffs. Let's vote and see who gets in.
Right.
Which is ridiculous because they're going to get in and don't matter.
Yeah, they're going to get blown out because they don't play anybody this year.
But I mean, that's what you get when you bring, Lincoln Riley, the Oklahoma shootout.
Yeah.
That's what you get. Yeah, sure, you'll put up.
About to figure it out when they
63.
get to the Big Ten next year, huh, buddy?
How do you score 63 points a game and you're always in nail biters?
No defense.
Yeah, I know. It's wild.
Or overtime.
Right. Like that's insane to me.
Yeah.
Like, when we beat when the Buckeyes beat teams, we beat them 63-17.
3 or 17, yeah.
You
Not
know, and that
28, 4
17's in
touchdowns
garbage
on
time.
it.
But
Yeah.
when Georgia does that,
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
their
in the big games,
third
their
string
defense
is
steps
in
up.
at that
Yeah.
point. And they're still getting stops.
Yeah.
That was USC's first string doing that.
Do
Whatever.
I think to going back to that, college football is here, and it's cool because this is finally the last year of the garbage. To me, considering the garbage, the system, it's falling apart. They're putting in the new system, and I can't wait. I'm super excited. You're going to have your big conferences now. There's going to be no more cupcake schedule eventually, and you're getting 12 teams in the postseason and let them battle it out. A true team that gets hot is going to win it all. No more of this. I got to play an extra game or two while I'm hot and win it. Like, you got to prepare for a couple teams within there. Lengthy times with injuries.
Yeah.
For now on, you ain't resting for a month through December until you play a game.
Or
who gets 4 weeks to prepare for a team?
Right.
Or they don't play because they're getting ready for the draft.
Yeah, and I don't even want to hear, because their cousin will get hurt in NFL. You're getting paid now.
Yeah.
It's business. You need to play during these weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited for next year. I'm glad this year's here, so this shit show's over.
Right.
So then you got your 12 teams, and it's going to be exciting to watch how this goes
So
down.
is Georgia
man.
going to win again?
No, nobody
This year,
three-peats. Nobody three-peats.
listen,
Statistically, no one has done it. Who's to say they're going to do that? Alabama wasn't able to do that.
Minnesota.
Their
did it
teams.
in the 40s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is the last time. So think about it. Those Alabama teams that we thought were going to three-peat couldn't even three-peat.
The
What
only
makes you think
contenders-
Georgia will?
Their defense.
Yeah.
So Alabama
Their
had the same type of defense with Kirby there, and they didn't
Georgia's
three-peat.
defense is nasty, man.
That's
They
the
got
Eagles' defense now. The Eagles got their whole defense.
They
I know,
got
right?
three-
Dropped their
Draft
whole
them until they
defense.
do.
they have 3 first-team All-Americans
That's fine.
on defense.
So you're thinking there's no team out there that could stop them this year?
The only
Alabama.
teams,
They
that's
should have
the
got
thing.
beat last year, a field goal away.
That's-
What makes you think they're going to three-peat this year?
because the only contenders have questions at quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about in their division. I'm talking about when you get to the postseason.
That's what I'm saying. The only people that contend with them is Ohio State. We got questions.
Alabama.
At quarterback. Alabama. They got
LSU,
questions at
maybe,
quarterback.
this
LSU. Yeah, Jaden Daniels down there. He can do something.
Clemson.
I don't see.
I don't know if Clemson's going to bounce back this year. That's a good question. People are on the fence with them.
Then
this
you
year.
got that team up north.
Michigan. A lot of people are saying they're going to win it all this year.
They are. They got probably the best returning
Team.
quarterback other than Caleb Williams.
Yeah. Which I think is overrated. But
The
whatever.
Gators,
They got a new signal caller too.
because the old one went to the
They
Colts.
open up against Utah.
They beat them last year.
Yeah, that was like the slate. My next games, you have some of the big games next weekend, and usually we have bigger ones, but they're still kind of interesting. Florida versus Utah, LSU versus Florida State's going to be interesting.
That's going to be a damn good game.
The only other ones that I seen, no disrespect to you, because you're opening up against Indiana. And it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
I just don't think it matters to be talked about.
It doesn't. We open up in conference while people like Georgia open up with Appalachian.
No, it's UT
fucking
Martin
Valley.
again.
That's a
Who
nice
the
place
fuck?
to
Technical
visit.
college.
Who the fuck plays UT Martin?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Alabama.
That's
Tennessee
out.
does. UT Martin.
Yeah.
Is anybody playing KSU in their first game this year?
The SEC will.
The KSU.
They will.
Will they play
Eventually.
KSU? Somebody
Eventually.
play KSU, please.
All right.
That's a true cupcake schedule.
What, KSU?
Yeah, Florida versus KSU. Love to see it. I know Georgia Tech plays them. Georgia Tech's down on that
Southern
level
played
right
them
now.
last
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
To me.
Times is quiet over there. He's like, fuck
Go
college
Owls.
football.
I'm just looking at you guys, listening to how much you know about college football, and I'm thinking, well, how come this hasn't done you well in the NFL?
Because it doesn't transpose to the NFL.
Listen to me. It's a different game, Tom.
There you go.
Speed,
It's
man.
a different
Funny.
game. Speed changes the
It's
game.
true, though.
That's funny.
You know-
Tom's like, how did this not help you
Yeah,
guys?
you guys.
How can you not beat me?
The
Lot-
only
lot
time
of
it helps
knowledge
you
there.
is players like Bijan Robinson. When you see what somebody like that does in college at Texas,
He may
you
not do that
know-
in the NFL.
Oh, he's doing that in the
Okay,
NFL.
he may, but who's to say he does?
The only thing that's going
Look
to
at
stop
Barkley.
him is a
Look
blown
what
out
he
knee.
did look at Barkley. Look at what he did at Penn State. He took the whole game. Or what's he really doing in NFL?
When healthy,
Come on.
When
Reggie Bush.
He's
What did
RB.
Reggie Bush do in the NFL?
Not much.
Did he do much?
But he's playing in a weaker with the Saints, Tampa Bay, and Carolina. He's going to do good.
Who? Bijan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Then
'Cause
you have those
Carolina-
players that really didn't do that good. They're like mediocre,
at that
consistent
whole
in college
schedule.
that explode in the
Exactly.
NFL. You know
Has
what
a
I'm
lot
saying?
to do with it.
It does.
It's a different
He's
game.
going to have a
It
good
is.
year, like Pitts.
Who knows?
It's going to be a weak division.
Listen, what about the
Brady's coming. I'm
North
taking
Carolina
Brady.
plays South Carolina to open up? That's kind of.
Who cares?
I'm just saying that's another notable North Carolina versus South Carolina.
North Carolina might upset them.
but they're supposed to rank higher
Well,
with these preseason rankings, which are
it's SEC.
garbage. And then
Means more.
the Labor Day weekend
Sure
ends
does.
with Clemson versus Duke Monday night.
Duke
At least
might get them.
we'll see if Clemson's back.
David Cutcliffe's still up
Duke
there in
might
Duke,
get
man.
him.
Might get Duke on them.
Yeah.
They might get duked. I don't know. What do you think, man? What
About
do you think
what?
about Florida? What do you think this year?
Well,
Who wins it all this year?
We still don't. We haven't even named a starter.
You don't
Yeah.
need. Oh, sorry.
And we
you
play
don't
Saturday.
need to.
really?
You don't need to.
See, ours, what?
You're good.
No, you need a quarterback.
Yeah.
You got two of them. Who cares?
See, we had Trask leave Florida, and then we left Richardson left to go to the Colts.
Yeah, so you
We
guys
don't
are
have a
rebuilding
quarterback
again.
either. Yeah, again.
Who wins it all this year? Joe?
It's hard to say.
Just pick one.
Okay, I'll say Alabama.
Okay.
I think
like
that
your
Nick
pick.
Saban's gonna be like, I'm done.
I like your pick.
I'm done.
What about you, man? You going with your squad?
No.
What? Who's going to win it all this year?
Florida State.
Shut the fuck up. That's impossible.
How?
Okay, Florida State's pick. Who do you think, Tom?
I'd just jump on a winning bandwagon, you know.
Who are you going to pick? You going to three-peat Georgia?
Tom's
You-
picking. He's picking Texas.
You going to pick Texas?
TCU.
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 I'm going with Alabama as well.
Well,
I don't
what
even
does-
like Alabama, but I think it'll be Alabama.
I'm going to go Ohio State wins it all this year.
God damn it! You do this every year.
I do it every year, and they're that close. Are you going to break through? Are you going to kick the field goal this year?
It depends.
You know what I'm saying? I think their offense is electric and their defense is good. And Harrison Jr., if he doesn't get hurt, you guys win that game. We're not even talking about this anymore.
Right.
I'm talking about a 3P. Like,
Listen.
come on, seriously.
So
It's okay. They're back.
everybody's talking about Marvin Harrison and Emeka Egbuka up there.
Squad.
Top, Harrison's clearly the number one
Yeah,
receiver
squad.
coming back in all of college football. We
Maybe
got a
the number one
receiver-
pick in the draft.
Listen, remember this name. We got a receiver coming in that Marvin Harrison Jr. has said that
Better than him?
He's a freshman. First of all, where he's at right now is where Harrison was last year, going into his sophomore season. Carnell Tate. Remember
And I
that
didn't
name?
pick them last year.
You didn't?
No, we did a playoff pick, and I picked Penn State to go to the playoffs.
Yeah,
Penn State does good again this year.
we're loaded.
Penn
at
State's
wide
coming.
receiver. I mean,
It was
loaded.
I'm just talking shit. I don't know. Penn State.
Penn State.
Yeah, Penn State, man. Get on the bandwagon.
Happy Valley.
Happy Valley.
We got a
baby.
quarterback coming
Whiteout.
in that we stole from the state of Georgia.
Who?
Aaron Nolan out of Buford,
Oh.
nationally ranked. That team.
Buford's like the number one high school team in the country.
They just beat.
Well, they're like
they
number
just beat-
13. They're
well, no, they just beat
St. Francis.
St. Francis.
Who was
They
number
shut them
4.
out. It was number 4, 18-0.
Those
that team
people,
in
Last
California?
weekend.
No, Maryland.
No, Maryland.
Maryland.
they came down,
got whooped.
played in Buford.
And then they fought after the game.
Yeah, we beat them, or Buford
Georgia,
beat them 19-0,
Yeah.
and St. Francis just started a fight.
After the game, dude, it was bad.
They had a game there last year where Saban, all the coaches were at.
Oh yeah,
Buford's good.
they had the kid that Juju, that's the quarterback for Carrollton of all places, that played against Langston Hughes, which is where Aaron Nolan is from. Aaron Nolan ended up winning that game, but
So Georgia.
dude, Georgia is fucking they're
Loaded with
heads and
players.
tails above everybody for high school players
Yeah.
right now. It's
Oh,
proving
right.
true.
It used to be like Texas. Now it's Georgia, man. Even in basketball, dude, switching the whole script. Everybody's like, they don't know how, like, Georgia Tech and Georgia don't recruit within the state for basketball college. Because they said they go downtown Atlanta and pick 5 dudes, probably beat any college basketball team in the country because there's just so many to pick
A
from.
lot of them leave though.
Yeah, they
They
even
to,
go
like, Duke
somewhere
and
else,
North
different
Carolina.
colleges. Like, how don't you just stay here?
Right.
But Atlanta's just rich with athletes right now. It's kind of cool. You know, you're not one of them, but I am. You know what I'm saying?
You're a Georgian athlete. You look it. A sumo wrestler.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. At least you're on my side.
Sumo
What's the matter? There's no comment to that?
Yeah, I was just looking at.
There's
your
one up
shirt
and
like
coming
you're
in
the
the next
godfather
12
of
years.
football.
The girth.
Hey, there's one up and coming. That's right, everybody. You read this shit. I'm the commish.
It's like a billboard.
The
They
commish.
can't even see it.
They
You're
can't?
sitting too low. There now they can see it.
Now they can say it.
Tom Reed's the commissioner. From
No,
this
he's not the
point
commish. He's the
moving forward.
champ. He's the champ. I'm the
Yeah,
commish.
4-time, first place.
3 times.
Four
No.
I
times.
won in 15,
I don't believe 15
Why?
but I won in
because I
15,
can't. I don't have history on it.
But it's a fact.
I do think.
Listen, it
that
don't
Can't
matter.
change history.
Facts need
Can't change history.
facts need electronic records. Tom Reed. You know what I'm saying?
I
You
remember.
find it for me.
Tom Reed won in 15.
15.
I had the Lions. Who's that? Johnson.
Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, Calvin Johnson was putting them up for me that year.
Listen, you're like
That's when Bert played.
the Georgia Bulldogs. You will not
Bert was in our
statistically
league, was he?
three-peat.
Our first year?
Yeah,
Won't
yeah.
do.
I was in the second year.
Our
not
first
the
year,
first.
Bert
Yeah, he
was
was
in
in
it?
it the second year.
Yeah.
Bert,
Bert, yeah.
God rest his soul.
Bert. Oh, Bert
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Bert.
I made him pay up too.
Yeah, he did too. He went and got the money from him.
Yeah.
Give me the money
He
back.
wasn't paying. I said, "Oh, yeah."
Dude, we had John in one of our
Yeah.
leagues. Blaylock,
Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
JJ.
JJ, Kelly, and JJ in one
Yeah.
year.
That first year was only $20.
Oh yeah, because we were cheap, and then it moved up to like 40, and now we're up to 60.
Then he
I
squeezed-
tried to bump it this year to 100, but Yate wouldn't let me.
He squeezed
Messed
20
that
bucks
up,
out of
too.
He's
Bert.
trying to keep it
That's
see,
friendly.
It doesn't make any sense that he's trying to keep it friendly, but then he's not going to tell anybody if they pick somebody who's injured. What happened?
That's
to
what
the
I'm saying.
friend-
And I was
what
trying to get
happened
more
the
money for
friendliness?
people like you statistically because you
What
win a
happened to the
lot.
friendliness?
Well, send a text out right now. Bring 250.
No, I can't do it. It's too
250 it
late.
is.
I can't adjust when people already started selling me money.
Well, tell them they owe you more.
No, I'm not gonna do that to them.
Yeah, it's just for fun.
It's just for
It's
fun.
a friendly game. We're
It's
gonna
not a
tell
friendly
people
game.
they're
That's
hurt.
why we're going to tell Croak when he picks, the injured
Croak.
man, like Burke for Tennessee.
We're not telling him this year. He's on his own.
Traylon Burks, yeah.
The man's in Chicago.
Yeah, he's on his own. He's in Chicago. Not even worried about this right now. That's
Yeah.
on him. So
What's that croak you said you want? Flacco?
listen, we're close on time. Do we want to touch base on some records in baseball?
Nah, it's fantasy football special, man.
All right, the Braves are hot. We all know they're supposed to win it all this year. They swept the Yanks. I got to get that in there for you, my friend, because the Yankees stink. Joe, you know it too.
Oh, it's
the
terrible.
Braves swept the Yankees. They swept them.
Braves are whooping everybody though.
No, let's just stay on that topic right
Crazy.
there. The Braves swept the Yankees.
Mike, we lead in every
Everything.
offensive category there is, except stolen bases as a team. Cincinnati holds
Mike,
that.
this dude
And
sent me
wife beaters.
Mike, this dude sent me the screenshot of it yesterday, and I was looking through it. All I could say back to him was, "God damn!" Like, what do you say?
every
Nasty.
offensive category.
But I told him,
wife
Mike, none of that means anything. Like the Golden State Warriors, you got to win it all to make it
You
mean
do
something.
absolutely.
You could have that record and be like, the Bulls did it with it. Look
Hey.
at you.
Whatever, man. I'm just gonna be humble.
You're not a humble man.
Then we win the World Series, and it's no longer humble.
That's
Kansas
Tom's
City.
theme song
That
today.
gives me chills.
Yeah,
That's Tom's theme song today when he comes down to the basement.
Dude.
So I sent a TikTok to Yater, and we're going to do this today. This was the surprise. The way our draft order's going, we're going off of a 40-yard dash.
Joe was like, oh my
Mike, did you hear
God.
it? The draft order is based off a 40-yard dash. Whatever time you got is where your pick is. Did you see Tom?
Fucking. So here's it's gonna be Croak's gonna be 12.
Because he
Me
can't
and
show
Tom
up.
are gonna be tied for 11.
No, Driver's
Tyler-
definitely 11.
Driver's
he'll
done.
beat me.
He's got new hips and shit. He's done, dude.
He's gonna. Yeah.
Well, Croak is 12 because
Listen,
he
I
can't
was on
compete.
Me and Tom are
TikTok
11.
and
I'm not even
Adik
running.
does that, so I sent it to him. I was like, yo, look at this shit. It was just funny. He was like, why don't you do it then, dude?
Look at that. That's so beautiful.
That's fucking crazy.
What are we looking at?
You don't get that in Yankee Stadium.
You don't get what Yankee Stadium?
Shut your mouths.
You don't
You
got
ain't never been to Yankee Stadium on a Friday night, homie.
Don't,
You don't
don't
get
you
that.
besmirch the New York Yankees, sir.
Look at that. I don't have to. They're doing it to themselves.
I
right
know
now.
they are.
They are.
My bad.
History, you got to come up and you got to go down.
We're
You
gonna
did it in the
revive George
90s,
Steinbrenner.
went down a little bit and you're back. We'll get through it.
God, that's beautiful.
We got to rip it apart.
Try to stop us.
The Dodgers are
When
coming
they play
on
the-
your end.
When the Marlins play in the playoffs.
Phillies are there.
Listen, it is go time.
Where we going?
To the
Oh, we got a
draft.
draft today, right, Tom?
Yes, we
Tom
do.
Reed, you're like the Georgia Bulldogs. You will not three-peat.
That was beautiful.
Right?
That was the go-to for the day right there.
Tom
you
Reed.
will not.
You will not three-peat Tom Reed. All right, listen.
He interrupted
We're going to
me
get
with
out of
Tom
here.
Reed.
I want to thank Tom Reed and Joe for coming on the show, man. We really appreciate it.
Fun.
You do a lot for our community, too, outside of fantasy football. And we do appreciate you coming on. I'm so happy you said yes. I wasn't sure if you would do this. We're going to do this more often.
Enjoyed it. Thank you.
Oh, there it is, dude. That's the shit to get you pumped.
Yeah.
It's go time.
It's go time. Stress time. Relief time. The happiest time of the year.
It's kind of dun dun
Not
dun dun
Christmas.
dun dun dun.
It's almost like Christmas. Today's like Christmas. We get to pick our presents to see if they work out. All right, listen. You're listening to the Penalty Box Radio. We'll be back in about 2 weeks in the second Sunday of September, and I think we come on the Sunday opening up NFL. To be honest with you, but you can
we'll see
find
how good our first
fi-
picks do.
first picks
by the
do?
time we come back.
Yeah. So yeah, you can follow us on social media: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, WickWalk, Tweet, Twitter, YouTube
YouTube.
channels. We don't know what's going on. We love you. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Deuces. That's it.